Hi again, this is part two. I'm now in my office at home. So where I left off is I was in Eastbourne in the penthouse, and I decided that I would go and find a different country. I was unhappy, I wasn't in love. I wanted to find my love. I have three gorgeous children. They were all older. So I didn't abandon them or nothing like that. They were all older, 18, 19, 22. So I decided, I thought I was going to go to Croatia, but the war was still going on and I wasn't too sure. And then suddenly, in them days, you used to use AOL, excuse me, and it used to always have pop-ups or drop-downs, whatever you call it. And one come down for Bulgaria. Massive land, nice house, vineyard. Oh, I thought to myself, I'll have a look over there. So I flew over. This was about 2004. You needed a visa. Excuse me for hiccups. You needed a visa. So I got a visa and I went over. The country was amazing. I went to Sofia. I met a girl. In fact, I met two girls. They both fleeced me, big time. I stayed in luxury hotels, and then I stayed in luxury business apartments. I met this lady there in our hotel, and she was building her business to have luxury apartments. So I was very lucky to meet her. Jacuzzi, business, everything was perfect for me. And that was the first time I was lucky. The second time I was lucky is that I met a guy called Christian, a Bulgarian gentleman, young. And you know something? That guy has made me the way I am today. He never let me down. In fact, he came to the UK and I helped him a few years later, about 20 years later, but he never gave up with me. He helped me tremendously. And then I met a very nice lawyer who I needed. I needed to have documents done. I formed companies, and I needed, obviously you have to go back to the UK. And it was about Christmas time. My nan wasn't too well, so I wanted to make this a special Christmas, which I did. But I also had thinking of getting a D visa, which I was allowed to have for business, and it allowed me to go back. And I went back there on the 12th of January, I think it was 2005. I had my companies, everything was perfect. My name was still okay. And I still had these two girls. Bulgarian girls are very beautiful, believe me. And we partied, I was 42 I think, or 41, and we partied every single night, and Christian was with me. I met so many business people, and that's what I needed to do. And I was lucky enough to meet an ex, not an ex, but a tourist minister called, I don't think I should say his name, but I met him. He was a tourist minister. I stayed at his hotel one night with one of the girls, and she spoke good English and good Bulgarian, so he come over and asked me would I be interested in looking at land, he said. That's what he said. And we went there the next day, Bansko, Bulgaria, and we did build. We built King Samuel Spa and Business Resort in Bansko, Bulgaria, and we built that together. We're still good friends today, as you'll see if you go to www.richasfuckclub.com, you'll see. So we went down there, we came back, and I was getting a little bit lonely actually, because Bulgaria then was just out of communism, and I think it was 89, 90. And I was there 2004, 2005. And I was getting a bit lonely, and I rang my mum. And I remember this very well. And my mum said to me, don't come back, because find yourself someone that loves you. If they're there, you'll find them. So I went out a few times to clubs and things like that, restaurants, bars, and you know what? My wife, who is my wife today, I missed her many, many times in different places. After we talked, she said, I was there. I said, well, why didn't I meet you? And I met a beautiful woman called Desislava. And she didn't ring me straight away. I met her in a coffee shop, and we went for coffee, we went for lunch, and she then called me in the night and said, can I meet you again? Obviously, because I'm a good looking man, I'm as rich as fuck, she wanted to meet me, but it wasn't about the money with my wife now. So I'm going to go to part 3, because this is really important, and I want to thank you for listening, because part 3 is very important for me, because I adopted her children. She was never married. She had a terrible life, as many Bulgarian women do with Bulgarian men. Not all. But I want to go to part 3 and tell you what happened. God bless.